Okay, so I'm looking at dying and thinking about audiences. Doesn't really have a built-in audience like some things. Like obviously if you're producing teaching resources, you're going to be aimed at teachers. So how do I narrow this down a little bit? I would put in that I would be going towards like sort of the aspiring or beginning level. So that already narrows it down. You know, I'm doing beginning techniques, how to get started, what sort of gear you need to set up, what you should tie-dye first or ice-dye first, all of those kinds of things. What else? I'm looking through the list here. Professions don't matter too much. Gender doesn't matter. Life stage probably doesn't matter too much. Religion's pretty irrelevant to this. So aspiration level, we could talk about people who want to start a business because there are a lot of them, and that matches in with me having online business experience. You know, and everyone does one tie-dye thing and they're like, I'm awesome at this, I'm going to start a business. So that would probably be a really good article to write. Probably doesn't matter too much about geography and lifestyle. So this is actually one of those things where the topic is narrow enough. Like if I'm just doing ice dyeing, the topic is narrow enough to pretty much stand alone. And I can just start at that aspiring or beginning level and produce enough content for that. So, you know, you could have a look at, say, search traffic and say, well, how many people search for ice dyeing each month? From memory, I think it was about 5,000 or 6,000 searches per month. So that's probably a really good, you know, and that's just on Google. That's not counting YouTube and other things. So that's probably a really good amount to start with because, you know, if you focus on that, you're going to become the ice dyeing expert very quickly. Your site will become number one very quickly, and you can go anywhere from there. All right, so that's what I do for that one. Ice dyeing for aspiring and beginning people. Maybe I'll chuck a couple of posts in there about business somewhere down the track for people who wanted to start their own. Now, for online business. Again, it's one of those things that anyone wants to start, but I think it is very specific to your lifestyle. And also, it's one of the areas where people want to learn from people who have that same experience as them. So for me, I looked at that and went, well, you know, what's my experience? I'm a stay-at-home mum. I'm a homeschooler. And we travel a lot. So these are all situations or lifestyles, niches, whatever, that I can talk to people directly based on my actual experience, you know, because a lot of the information out there comes from 25-year-old guys who are still living in their parents' basement, not really relevant to us who are juggling 3 kids. So, yeah, geography-wise, I think I just appeal to Australians more because I am Australian. That has certainly been the case in the past. There are a lot of cultural differences. So I wouldn't specifically put on my website for Australians, but I would be more likely to target Australians in the sense that, you know, doing an Australian-based podcast or doing an Australian-based summit or something like that. So I would put that down too, just because I know I will connect with Australians quicker. And the level of expertise. So, you know, in business, there are people out there who run $10,000 a month memberships for, you know, and provide really specialized high ticket coaching. That's not really my thing. I want to work with the beginners. So, you know, beginners, never done it before, don't really know what they're doing. They're stay-at-home parent, they're homeschooling their kids, they're traveling, they can't go get another job. They don't have any option, but they do want to earn something. So when I look at it like that, you know, if I'm talking to those people, then those people who hear me are going, oh, okay, this is exactly what I need. You know, it's someone who knows me, who knows my situation, who knows where I'm at, knows the sort of challenges that I'm going to face, so I can actually, you know, make more of a connection with them, speak to them more, I don't know, authoritatively, whatever the word is. You get what I mean. You know, you're probably here because you're in that sort of situation and you can relate to me. So that would be, this basically is my market for business in your backpack. It is beginners who are parents, homeschoolers, or travelers who want to start their own online business because they can't go and get a normal job. And I'm going to teach them to do online business with digital products. Because that's the summits and courses. And I look at that and go, okay, I'm going to teach them to do it with an email list and not social media, because who can be bothered posting 5 reels a day? And whose house is that nice anyway? Not mine. So there we go. You can see from that, I've kind of got my plan. It looks a bit messy, but I know who I'm going to speak to. I know what I'm going to talk to them about, and it's all set up. It's nice and clear. I've got a nice small group of people and a fairly specific topic for that.